Today, the House is expected to vote on landmark cryptocurrency bills to boost America's crypto dominance after failing to advance the bills yesterday. President Trump says he met with a number of holdouts, writing, quote, "After a short discussion, they have all agreed to vote tomorrow morning in favor of the rule." Speaker of the House Mike Johnson was at the meeting via telephone and looks forward to taking the vote as early as possible. Florida Congressman Mike Paradopoulos sits on the House Financial Services Committee, and he joins me now. Congressman, good morning to you. So catch us up to speed here. Tell us about these bills that are set to get voted on today and what they mean for the country, people who follow cryptocurrency, and also those who don't.
Great question, Carly. You know, a lot of people, when they think the idea about crypto, they think Bitcoin. It's a heck of a lot more than Bitcoin. We're talking about blockchain, stable coins. These are folks are policies that are really going to change the way we do business every single day. When you talk about cryptocurrency, you're talking about the modern way that money is going to move more quickly and more transparently. And eventually, because of that quick movement, you're going to see reduction in costs when you move money around. It took a little while, but in general, they're going to get through this vote today. And what's important also is that we're not going to have what's called CBDC, central bank digital currency. We want to have an independent thing. The last thing we want is what they do in China, where they can literally not only track your money, but delay your money, because the government should not be the central operator.
Okay, so yesterday, President Trump was in Pennsylvania for an AI and energy event, and at it, he unveiled over $90 billion in AI investments. Listen to this.
1 year ago, you had a dead country. We were dead. We didn't think you could ever come back. And now today you have the hottest country anywhere in the world. It's true. This afternoon, 20 leading technology and energy companies are announcing more than $92 billion of investments in Pennsylvania. This is a really triumphant day for the people of the Commonwealth and for the United States of America. We're doing things that nobody ever thought possible.
So we are still leading in the AI race, Congressman. Why is it important to maintain that status as China tries to catch up?
They are on our heels, as you know, but now the president has changed the equation. The big, beautiful bill is what's driving investment right now. People realize that America is the place to do business because we make the tax incentives for them to come to America, whether it be the cryptocurrency or, of course, AI, energy. America is the place to invest and save because we would finally remove a lot of those regulations that the Biden and prior Obama administration, for that matter, had put in place. We want to make it where it's the best place to do business, where you can invest your money with confidence, knowing that your taxes aren't going to go up. You're not going to be over-regulated. We're not going to allow all these lawsuits that have been happening in the past. America is on fire right now, the hot country, because President Trump and Republicans actually backed up their campaign promises that we're going to activate this American economy. And the way you do that is you invest in people by giving them tax cuts, and you incentivize them to do business here and to hire more people. It's an exciting time to be in Congress because you have a president who's backing up what he talked about in the campaign trail, which sadly was lacking for years.
Okay, so an area where China, Congressman, is leading is the mining of rare earth materials. And these are things that are important for everything from cell phones to cars to missile systems. Yesterday, Apple signed a $500 million deal with MP Materials, which is the only U.S.-operated rare earths mine. So the U.S. is trying to end China's dominance in this arena. Do you think that that's possible?
I do. It's because in the past, as you put perfectly, Carly, many regulations had been put into place by extreme environmental groups, which deprived the United States of its own natural resources. Now the president is saying we can do this in a smart way and still protect the environment and make sure that we are the epicenter of the future. Because when you rely on China, which has a lot of interest also in Africa, we lose on the economic stage. What he is doing is opening up the opportunities so that American jobs are being created by removing these regulations that are haphazard and the extreme environmental groups are trying to push. And we look at it a common sense way. We can do it much better and much better for the environment right here in America with our common sense rules as opposed to some of the extreme things that Obama and Biden had been pushing in years past.
Well, from crypto to AI to rare earths, we just covered a whole lot of ground, Congressman. We thank you so much. Obviously, there's a massive economic benefits to this, but also huge national security implications as well. Congressman Mike Paradopoulos, thank you so much for joining us. Have a great morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Carly.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.